Blessed be God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who causes us to triumph always and in every place. This is against all odds again today from Abeokuta, the southwest of Nigeria. God is yet in the business of blessing his people and delivering them in the face of every challenging situation and circumstances. Of course, with me in the studio today is one who I dearly love. I've come to meet her, I've come to love her, and to think that this one is indeed one whom the Lord has specially chosen and blessed. I will just give her the opportunity to get to introduce herself. So let's meet you.
Thank you, Ma. My name is Sister Dotun. I'm from the Nigeria Southwest Zone 3, Quarry Church.
Okay. Like I said to every other person who sat on this chair where you are sitting right now, you're a champion. That's all the world knows you for right now, you know, beyond the many things that you do that I've come to know and appreciate so much about you. It's amazing to know that the devil brought a fight to your doorstep. It was a fight of faith.
Yes.
And that you're seated here today already tell the world that you did win. You won that battle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start your story from the very beginning. You're going to tell us what it was that you went through and how the Lord brought you far to this point of victory. So let's hear a story.
Okay. Firstly, I'd like to thank my man of God, my pastor, my life coach, my teacher, for inspiring me to be who I am today. In face of oppositions and challenges, I know what to do at every time. And it was because I come in contact with Pastor. I love you so much, Pastor Sir. Thank you. I also like to thank my esteemed zonal pastor for this opportunity to be here today, to be on set, to share my inspiring story with everyone listening. Thank you so much, Pastor.
Okay, so let's hear your story.
Okay, it all started when I got pregnant of my second child.
Okay.
Unusual from the feelings I had when I got pregnant with my first son. I just started eating uncontrollably. Then I knew something was wrong, you know, and I went for tests and it was positive. I went for pregnancy test, it was positive. And then what I do usually is I partner for my children even before they come. I do that. But for this second child, I already have the native name, but the Bible name wasn't coming forth. For some reason, I don't know. Unlike my first child, in fact, even before I got pregnant, I already started Jason or Dotun. I already started partnering for him for Healing School, Rhapsody, and Inner City. But my second child, the Bible name wasn't coming. I told my husband we prayed about it, but for some reason the Bible name wasn't just coming. At 7 months, I started feeling contraction, like real contraction. It's not false labor. So I went to my doctor.
So, madam, you have nothing to worry about. The contraction you're feeling is normal, okay? You're just 2 months away from delivery.
So what could be causing contraction at 7 months?
I think it's stress. Have you been doing too many movements lately?
Yes.
I think you need to reduce it. It will affect the baby.
Okay.
Yeah. But you'll be fine, don't worry.
Then entering into 8 months, it was severe.
Stress. What could have induced this stress? What were you doing? What was the nature of your job?
Okay, then I was teaching in a school.
Okay.
And then I have the course to go to, because it's a 2-story building. So every day, not once, not twice, I go up and down, like at times it could be 5, it could be 7 times.
Normally an exercise for a pregnant woman that was helpful to her.
Yes.
But then this time it was inducing some level of stress on you.
Yes. The week before I was going to give birth, which actually, the day I gave birth actually wasn't my EDD. I gave birth earlier actually.
Okay.
But this time I was like 2 weeks earlier. Then the week before, on the weekend, it was on Saturday, I started feeling pain. The contraction was like I was going to give birth like right there. So I was taken to the hospital. The doctor said no. I was not now dilating. I was not dilating.
With quick successions of contraction,
yes, I wasn't dilating. I wasn't dilating. So he said, okay, I should continue with the exercise that is sure that we dilate, you know, that it will move from the centimeter it is to another one that I should not worry. I said, okay. So Sunday into Monday, I did all the exercise, I did all they asked me to do. I still didn't dilate.
Oh, wow.
And the pain was severe. So they moved me from the ward to the delivery room. I don't call it labor room, I call it delivery room for me because I've got to deliver, you know. So they moved from the ward to the delivery room this time around. So I got there, so I have to be induced actually to help fast track the process. So I was induced. Then I was induced, but there was no changes still.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't still dilating. The nurses would come, check my vital signs. There was no signal. There was nothing for them to record. At the time, they were not recording anything. I had to ask them that, come, what exactly is the problem? What exactly is the issue? Here? Let me know so that at least I'll know.
You know what you're addressing?
Exactly. I'll know what I'm addressing. They said, madam, don't worry, you'll be fine. The matron will come and the doctor will come and check you and explain to you. I said, okay. Then eventually, at least, I dilated 2 more centimeters. So it was now 4 centimeters. So that was where we stopped.
Good enough.
That was where.
This is, you started this thing from Saturday. You went, they said nothing. On Sunday, you couldn't bear it anymore. You went back into the hospital. This was Monday?
Yes, into Tuesday. So 4 centimeters. The doctor said, oh, thank God there's a progress. That I should not worry, that I'll be fine. That it's just little laziness that is doing me, that I should exercise more, that I'm going to be fine. I said, this one is not laziness. I know what I'm going through. He said, okay. So on the Tuesday afternoon, you know, while I was exercising, we know that the devil has sent the man to put fear in me, especially that it's not going to work. So we prayed, and of course I wasn't afraid because I know that he just came to try. He wasn't going to win. And then there's one thing I usually do. Once I notice I'm pregnant, there's this pastor's old message, is an excerpt. Pastor pray for pregnant women. You know, he pray for their delivery. He prays that the right people will be on ground for them, right nurses, right to the cleaner. Right nurses, right doctors, no complications, no mishandling of doctors. So it's stuck in my brain actually. So I used it during my first pregnancy, and the same thing during the second pregnancy. So I knew that I was going to have the right people on ground.
On ground for you, irrespective of what was happening. Okay, so at this time I'm just going to hold you right here on the thought. The pregnancy has progressed until the point where we're expecting that just in a few weeks the baby was supposed to be coming out, and then here is the devil showing forth. And not just showing forth alone in the activities happening, but here's someone voicing out, you know, what could have created fear in her mind. And she says, the guy said, this material I have is to go collect the corpse of a mother and a child who didn't make it. But then thank God for the message of our dear man of God. So she already was accustomed to a tape where pastor had prayed for pregnant women. And so for her, this was a staying power. She knew the right people had to be in place for her at the point of her delivery. At this point, the issues were still ongoing, but at least you had a word for yourself. And you said you were not afraid. Okay, so let's take it up from there.
Okay, so then I told my husband that we should just go for CS. So immediately he agreed. He said yes. So we called the doctor.
Yeah, because it's been days.
Yes.
And the baby was getting stressed in there. You too, you were feeling the strain.
Exactly. Yeah. So we called the doctor. We told the doctor that this is what we want to do. Let's just bring out the baby so that yeah, exactly. Yes, ma'am. Then the doctor said, no. Miss Odoye, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. It's just that you're a bit lazy. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I said, doctor, I've not been dilating. I've only dilated 4 centimeters for 3 days. He said, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I said, okay. So at that point, I was already entering into 8:30, 9 p.m. in the night.